Hey guys, good evening. So I'm back, and quick update. So since morning, haven't been able to, really solve anything in arrays. Haven't been able to solve any problems or write any lines of code. It has been freaking me out as well. But anyways, have to keep reminding myself that consistency is key. So focusing on that for the moment. Also, a lot of thoughts have been going on, in the back of my head. I've been watching a couple of videos on YouTube from pretty respected folks in the tech space, and things don't seem to be going that well, right? I mean, particularly in 2023, at least, there's been a huge downfall in even in college placements, right? And even some of the best colleges, some of the top colleges are still getting placements, but not at the same level that it used to happen in the previous years. So the whole COVID hype has died down, and hiring's gone kaboop. And yeah, there is a lot of panic in the market, and even for me, it's very concerning because as someone who's approaching their 30s, it's even more worrying, if people that students in their early 20s who are just graduating are not able to get fresher jobs, right? So how do I compete in the market? So what do I do that sets me apart? Certainly I've worked in another industry, and there will be some skills that can be transferred, right? Not necessarily in the tech space, but in terms of soft skills, being able to communicate, working in teams, that sort of things. Give me a second. So I'm back. Yeah. So I've been watching videos from Varun Maya because I've been following him for quite some time. I was he has his own editing cohort that I wanted to join a while back, but yeah, couldn't make it to that one. Anyways, they're doing well. I really like his content. He communicates well, and he says what he says, right? And he just says it out loud, right? So it's basically like he's always telling facts most of the time, right? And he is honest about when he's experimenting with things and he's not sure. So I think those are the kind of people that I generally tend to follow or keep an eye out on, because irrespective of how what they say, whether how true or false that is, right? Irrespective of that, we have to accept reality. And it's been tough. I've had a couple of friends, you know, uh, put out some brutal realities to me earlier as well. But I was always too naive to think they're just saying this. I was over optimistic. But now I think it's I'm old enough, not over optimistic anymore, and I prefer to have people who would just say things as they are rather than sugarcoating it with compliments or anything just to make sure that I don't feel bad, because that's not going to help me or help them, right? So they might as well just say it out, and I'm always open to accept facts when I don't know about something, right? I think there's always something new to learn from everyone at any given point. So yeah, sometimes people, whatever people might say, even my friends say, feel harsh in the moment, but looking back, they've always been you know things that I've learned from. So yeah, I watched one video from Varun Maya about how the jobs are going to change and all of that with AI and all this, and it's got me quite worried, frankly, because he says everyone's trying to get into web development, right? Even for me, even for example, even me, I'm doing the same thing, right? I'm trying to go into development, be it for primarily, one of the primary reasons is certainly money, right? Not going to deny that, and I'm not lying to myself either. So it is just a fact, right? Irrespective of, And the beauty of it has been, irrespective of what background anyone comes from, anyone can get into development. The barrier to entry is like super low. It all it takes is time and effort, right? But now it's what Varun Maya says is it's reached a point wherein there's so much there is a lot of saturation. I mean, 2023 grads are not getting jobs, right? And in India, somewhere around 15 16 lakh students graduate every year. Let's assume 50% of them are in computer science, or scratch that. Even if like 40 30%, 40% are in computer science, that's what 16 fours are 64, so around 6.5 lakh students are in computer science. And only like um, first of all, only like 16% of them are getting placed. And even among the 60% in 2023, the numbers were bonkers, right? And the placements were down by 70%. Forget about whether it was computer science or mechanical or whatever. Placement altogether were down. But yeah, computer science is getting smacked hard because the traditional colleges, the traditional skills, the same web development skills, right? Everyone's running into the same thing, and everyone on YouTube or you know, but that is where you join, right? Like learning web development is the entry, but I think the goal should. I definitely have to shift focus from purely being a developer, because from what I see and from what I feel, I think getting to a top 10% developer in a short time frame, like let's say it's going to take a long time for me, right? So I think I'll have to shift my focus. I think web development should be a way for me to get a foot in the door, but I think I'll have to figure out once I get my foot in the door on where I'm going to shift slightly my focus on in the IT space, because I could try and get to the top 15-20% of web developers, but I'm not sure like how sustainable it will be, or how much time it's going to take. So, and as per Varun's fairly old video, it's better. I have to, in order to make it fairly big, I have to have a good amount of returns on learning this or anything. So I sort of have to focus on areas that are not so popular right now, but will become popular in 6 months to a year from today, right? So I think yeah, because the barrier to entry becomes very low with all the techs, right? Everyone's having their own web development program. There's so many techs in the space. It's unimaginably high. And yeah, everyone's getting into web development. People are shifting even after like 10-year long careers. So that's that's something I have to give a lot of thought to. But anyways, that got me worried, and I am thinking a little hard on the subject still, but I can't allow that to deter my attention from what needs to be done today. So let's get back to arrays, and I'll start off. Where did I leave? First, let me check that. So I've completed 6 assignments in arrays. I'll start off with the 7th one and let you guys give an update once I complete a couple of assignments. And yeah, anyone watching this video, you can go check out this neat little blog post that Sharpna has written on a drop in placements even in IITs. So I think it's important to stay up to date on all these things, so that we can at least be more informed and navigate the way through all of this. So that's it for now. I'll get started on the 7th assignment, and yeah, see you guys soon. Hey guys, I'm back. So I think I had completed somewhere around 27 or 37% of arrays. I don't even remember at the start of the day, which was roughly 2 hours ago. So yeah, I completed how much? 5 more tasks. So I'd done 6 yesterday. I did 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. The reason I was able to do 5 was because only 3 of them were problems and 2 of them were videos I had to watch to understand the concepts. So, in terms of concepts, Web have talked about uh, dynamic arrays, how to debug your code, and also there was information on array lists and how it works. Right, so pretty informative. The problems were very took some time because I had made some errors and I had to dry run the code. So, as always, I keep telling this, at least in the DSA part or any part for that matter of fact, have a pen and paper, tablet, or something to write down your code and sort of debug it. So, Weber shared a few ways to debug your code with print statements, or going through the code, breaking it into parts and commenting out the code and things like that. I have found that dry running technically helps, or the next best alternative is to print the code, to use print statements, sorry, within your code at every you know couple of lines to understand whether your code is working as it should and printing out the output as it should be. So that way also you can figure out where it's going wrong, but dry running is the best option. And yeah, I personally at this point, I thought I'll do the sixth task. I'll do one more task or assignment, but then that problem might take a bit too long, considering if I have to dry run it and all of that. So yeah, and since I work out, I'm following a sort of a diet regimen. I'm cheating a little in between, but that's fine. I'm still staying on track with the diet and the workout for the most part. So I need to. My priority is on health and then career. So for that reason, I just want to uh, ensure that I have meals at the right time. So I'm supposed to have a meal at about 8:30. So which is why, as you can see, there's only like 10 minutes left. So I just want to. I think I'll end it for the day, right? So I'm keeping the consistency game going. So you can see. So I've done 6 tasks. So now it's 11 done, and then I have a couple more left to go. Hopefully, I'll finish the remaining tomorrow. Ideally, if I'd done 6 tasks today, then it would have. Then I guess there are a total of 18, right? So yeah, the remaining would have been done tomorrow, but I'll have one extra task. So I'll try to split it accordingly and hope complete it tomorrow. If not, the day after tomorrow morning. I mean, before noon, I'll complete the whatever is remaining in arrays and get started with. So as of today, so Saturday is where the 14 days end, right? So started on. I believe I started on third was when I made the first video. So even if you take it as third, I roughly have a week left. So I have 7 days left, including today. So yeah, I think Saturday is when the time should end. I have to see. So I'm eligible for the essay. I can check it, but I think yeah, you guys can do that as well. You can just join, go through the basic modules, and you get enough time, right? So I still have 5 days left, but obviously I don't want to take that much time. Let's see how the DSA exam 1 goes, and then move on to bit manipulation, then the pro test level 1, and then mock interview, right? So at least till mock interview, I want to be able to reach. I think that'll give me a good understanding of how the program works, or how the testing is, and the kind of the level at which they test, right? Is it pretty much related to the problems that I've solved, right? I mean, with a slightly additional level of difficulty and thinking that I have to do in order to solve the problems, or is it like a bit too difficult compared to what has been thought and what I've solved on the platform so far. So I want to get a feel for that. So yeah, that's it for the day, guys. Thanks for sticking around. The video was slightly longer than usual because of some overload of information that I shared before starting all the tasks. But anyways, I think staying up to date on what's happening in the tech space is really important if we're getting into it. So I felt like it was a need of the hour. Some of you might have watched Varun Maya's videos already, but yes, for those of you that don't know him, you can certainly go check him out on YouTube, right? So yeah, guys, thank you for subscribing, and my energy might seem a bit low today because what Varun has said regarding placement dropping, not as many jobs, and there being a saturation level that is still, there at the back of my mind. So that is the reason I'm slightly worried about it, and yeah, that is what's keeping my energy a bit low. But anyways, irrespective of how we feel or whatever happens, consistency. So you can check out that Instagram reel or short. Denzel Washington, I even mentioned what he said about consistency, right? So you can go check it out. And yeah, thanks for staying tuned to my channel, sticking around, watching or joining me on this journey. Serves as a motivation. I know a lot, pretty much nobody has watched my videos, only 2 people. That too on the first video. No one has watched the other videos yet so far. I also think it's because the thumbnail is off, right? It doesn't look great. I haven't done anything to the I haven't even put a thumbnail image in, so that's probably my mistake. But I guess this is also sort of an experiment, right? So if I'm pumping out videos on YouTube or publishing videos on YouTube consistently at the same time every day, Monday to Saturday or Monday to Friday, whatever it is, without thumbnails, how does it perform versus with thumbnails, how does it perform? I mean, obviously, with thumbnails, there is better reach. I think it gives priority to those videos that have at least a decent thumbnail. So, yeah. Anyway, thank you for watching the videos. If you do like the journey that I'm on, do consider subscribing to the channel, like, share, and comment on the video. And see you guys in the next one. Bye.